Sure, well thank you. So we are launching a pretty new concept which we're calling the Application Memory Firewall. And our company is unique in focusing on protecting applications as they're running, as they're executing, actually looking what the code is doing as opposed to what bad stuff might be coming in. We're making sure the application only does the right thing that it's supposed to.
So if you're targeting that memory space, does it work across multiple devices, laptops and things, or is it just for cell phones or tablets?
So we actually focus on the server side, critical applications within an enterprise. We're working with companies like Raytheon in government and private sector projects, working in critical infrastructure, industrial control systems, as well as banks and healthcare. So it's on the enterprise server side or cloud, whichever they're using.
So one of the things that's common between those customers you're talking about is they're all high availability clients. So it's downtime is their number one issue. Is that kind of what you're seeing that you developed this product to address?
Yeah, in fact, downtime is an issue and so is patching, and the two often go hand in hand. And most companies don't want to admit that they're way behind on patching or patching is problematic. In the industrial control sector, there are lots of applications that are simply unpatchable. So very much part of this in that these applications need to keep running and they need to run safely in imperfect environments. That's why we are assuming there might be memory corruption, there might be fileless attacks coming in, but we make sure we take a snapshot at the memory level of what the application is allowed to do, and then within microseconds we can spot any deviation, and that's a positive sign of an attack.
So I came from the electrical engineering hardware side, and one of the things that's also common about industrial automation, the big companies like Raytheon that are in the military space, is they don't always have just current equipment in their environment.
Yes.
They have a lot of legacy systems that have been continually running and can't be stopped.
Yes.
And those have a big patch management issue because a lot of that code never even considered these issues in it.
Yes.
Is that one of the things you're addressing?
Absolutely. There's a term I've learned which is called the iron tail. All of this equipment that's designed to last 30 years plus, but 30-year-old software is not going to have the same security standards, 10-year-old software won't. That's absolutely a big issue. And the other big issue there is the legacy concept of isolation. That we're running in an isolated environment, nothing will get through, we have locks on the doors. But now we have all of this digital integration, connectedness. You can't be connected and isolated at the same time. And those just run those run counter to each other. So that's definitely where I think people are starting to look more at the applications themselves as opposed to the usual threat hunting and chasing all the potential bad stuff.
So with that 30-year life cycle mentality, that's one of the issues that's addressing the smart cars and the autonomous vehicles, because that's a 30-year product. It's not a phone that you replace every 18 months or something like that. So when people are putting in code, that needs to run in the environment for 30 years. Are you helping people with new applications build for long life cycle product, or primarily just the retrofit community?
No, definitely on both. In fact, we're working with a healthcare equipment manufacturer, MRI machines. There's Windows servers inside them that need to be updated, but no one wants to touch the machine because it's been certified, it has a sticker on it. So that's a definite clash there. So it's really incumbent on the manufacturers to do everything they can to keep the application safe, to future-proof them. And, Windows is not future-proofed. Who knows what's going to happen? So that's the challenge here that people are trying to address.
Cool. That's very exciting. So how has the show been for you guys?
Excellent so far. We have very different technology. It's very cutting edge and it's a different kind of approach. So this is a great opportunity for us to explain what's possible, and we're having an exciting time here.